I want to go over burnt offering and peace offerings to God, just to clear up some things, because in rituals they do burnt offerings and offerings, and with rituals with God we do offerings and peace offerings. But it's been a misconception where things is just twisted and nobody know which is which is demonic and which is the right way to do it. So we're gonna go over the right way to do it according to the Bible. Let's go over a couple of verses first. Numbers 10:10. Also in the day of your gladness, in your solemn days, and in the beginning of your months, ye shall blow with the trumpets over your burnt offerings and over the sacrifices of your peace offerings, that they may be to you for a memorial before your God. I am the Lord your God. Instructs the Israelites to use silver trumpets not only during time of war or for specific religious festivals, but also on joyful occasions and at the beginning of each month and on new moons as well. The trumpets were to be blown over burnt and peace offerings and served as a memorial before God, signifying his presence and protection. In the Bible, burnt offerings symbolize complete dedication and atonement for sin, with the entire animal sacrificed and burned on the altar. It's a peace offerings involves a shared meal between the worshipers, the priest, and God, signifying fellowship and thanksgiving. Burnt offering symbolism. It means Olah in Hebrew, represented complete surrender and dedication to God. The actual ritual was a voluntary offering. Peace offerings symbolize fellowship and communion with God, as well as thanksgiving for blessings received. And I wanted to go a little bit deeper because a lot of people would be confused of witchcraft and burnt offerings because they have a lot in common. So I asked, according to the Bible, isn't burnt offerings to God witchcraft? Burnt offerings, when performed according to God's instructions in the Old Testament, were a legitimate form of worship and atonement for the Israelites, distinct from practices condemned as witchcraft. Reason why it's not considered witchcraft: divine command according to the Old Testament. The purpose behind it is foreshadowing Christ. Therefore, burnt offerings, when performed as commanded by God, were a form of righteousness worship and not witchcraft. Witchcraft in the Bible context refers to practices that attempt to gain power or knowledge by means considered outside of or opposed to God's will.